This is the newest episode of The Talking Guys. If you're looking for the title, it's going to be down below. So whatever number that is, that's the episode number we're on.
It's the newest episode if they watch it in a week. But what if they watch it next week?
Well, if they watch it on Sunday or Monday morning before the next episode's uploaded.
So I shaved my head last episode, I think it was. Now Will has chopped a majority of his hair off, and Seth refuses to get a haircut. So that's where we're currently at.
My
Haircut wise, I just wanted everybody
My
to know
hair
that.
is very short right
That's
Yeah.
why the hat.
now. My barber has canceled on me the past 2 times. So
COVID or no?
So I said fuck her, and I am going to a new barber next week.
Oh,
This week.
you are? Is she single?
Don't know, don't care.
No.
Oh, because you went to that. You're talking about that same place that we went the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a pretty nice place. But you know what? Saving $30 a cut. Just shaving it all off.
Hey, this was free. My girl's mom did it, so.
Yeah, and Seth's hair looks a lot better than mine, so I guess you pay for what you get. This is the cheap
That is
haircut. His
the
is the
answer to
nice,
life.
expensive. Yep.
Except not right now. It's not nice at all.
I see you're hopping on the bandwagon there, Seth. Get the whole Nashville Predators thing going.
I am not on the bandwagon.
I told him that too, and he got mad.
I
at
mean,
me.
they suck.
Because you
but
both are being dumb. I have been they have been my second team since they started.
And what year did they join the league?
83, 98,
Nope.
98.
I thought you said they'd only been a team for 4 years.
Let me Google.
4 years?
Yeah, that's what Seth told me. I thought,
Yeah, I was.
or had they just been in Nashville for 4 years?
No.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. They're not my team. I don't
They've
do.
only been
I
in
really don't.
Nashville for a couple. No, it says in 98. Did they only just join the something? I don't know.
He's a fan, guys.
I am a fan.
My
I'm just
God,
not. I'm
dude.
just not one of those people.
You're
who
not
knows,
one of the.
I'm not one of those people who know every fucking thing about stuff because I have a life. But I am a fan. I love hockey, and Predators are my second favorite team to watch.
He
And have
does.
been for years.
We have had this argue many times before about how.
I'm sorry that I
hockey
don't know
sucks.
every fucking date, like you also don't about your favorite team. But my bad.
The Denver Broncos. Okay, you can quote me on this. They were founded in 1883. Yeah, for sure. I'm right. Go look it up.
I
They're the
bet.
best team ever. They were actually the first team. And that's why they're the best. They're number one, numero uno.
They weren't not the first team.
Yep. I've been rooting for them since 1883. My bad.
Yeah.
I almost misspoke there.
Yeah, you may want to get with Chicago on that one, Patrick.
What's Chicago?
The Bears,
What about them?
one of the founding teams.
No.
Back in the 20s.
First
yeah.
off, the Bears are a bunch of noobs, and their mascot's stupid. Nobody wants to be a bear. So
I don't know. A bear is a really popular mascot, though.
I would rather be a Bronco or a Predator because Predator sounds cooler.
You'd rather be a
Or
predator.
creepy. One or the other.
Definitely creepy.
Yeah. But I do like their I feel like they have what do you call it? Like they did a good job of branding. So
Bears, the predators.
no, the Predators. They
Okay.
have some catchy little slogans. I'll give them that. When we went to the store
Yeah,
'cause
one of
for
the
the
slogans
second
is
week in a row we were in
I
Nashville.
can't be within 100 yards of a school. That's one of the slogans, right?
They had another one where I guess one of the guys' last name is Force, Fors, and they had like "May the
Forsberg,
Force
yeah.
be with you."
Forsberg, but yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
shortened it.
And that was cute. It was like a hat, and it had like stars and stuff on it, and it was like dark blue, and then it said "May the Force be with you," but the Force was spelled wrong. Okay, cool,
Nice.
cute.
Yeah. Well, the Mavericks are just eliminated. So
I heard the the Lakers
I-
lost too, and LeBron threw a fit.
yeah. Well, this is the first time that he's ever been
Uh,
eliminated in the first round.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Kind of crazy.
It's a good day to be alive. Hey, I like LeBron, but I think it was funny. Like, or it's not funny. It's kind of sad because it's like when somebody finally like drops and is not the best anymore. Age finally gets to them, old age, and these new kids on the block come in and ruin their thing. It's just funny to see how some of them react, like the different ways they react. And I guess LeBron's like just like mad, in a bad mood.
Yeah.
He walked out 2 consecutive games in a row before the game ended because they got whomped on.
Yeah,
Like,
because he's a prima
just
donna
bad
bitch.
sportsmanship. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them is supposedly his friend. Chris Paul's on the other team, and Chris Paul beat him, and he wouldn't even shake the dude's hand. So it's like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Bitch.
For reals. I was disappointed with him. But he was hurt all season, right? We'll give him that.
Was he hurt for those games?
No. No, he was not.
Guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Son of a Well, the Lakers were supposed to be the
what you're
superstar
telling
team
me,
that was
though,
going to make it
like,
all the way and win this year.
his team,
So
with him being hurt all season, his team got him into the playoffs. So, but then whenever he was there, he failed them. Man,
I guess, to be honest with you, I've been pretty lax on my sports viewing lately. So I don't even know as far as like what anybody's been doing points wise, anything. I have no clue. So I'm just going to go with he failed them. He let him down. And that's why MJ will always be okay. I'm done. And get the MJ LeBron debate going and ruin the podcast with it. But obviously, he lost in the first round with a stacked team. It's pathetic. But then again, the Mavericks did that too. So I guess I really can't say much. Remember that year they had the best record in the league? They tied the record for the most wins in a season, and then got swept by the Golden State Warriors. Game. It was the first series. Yeah. So they didn't even make it past round 1. I was so disappointed that year.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they had Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki. But I could be wrong with that. That bummed me out. And then the year they weren't supposed to be doing anything, they somehow won. So at least they're better than the Rangers, who just can't win anything. Save their life.
They're ranked probably 4th or 5th in their.
Well, yeah,
their
they
division.
always do a good job in the regular season. They just choke in the postseason. So
I don't think the Rangers have made postseason though.
the Rangers, they almost won 2 World Series.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah, and they choked both times.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago, Patrick. I'm saying.
Was it really? It hasn't been 10 years.
Yeah, it has. 2010, 2011.
Really?
Yep. They got
Wow.
destroyed by the Giants because they never gone, and then they played the Cards and almost had it, and then David Freese at the end of it, because it was
It's too long ago. I just remember it was heartbreaking.
two straight innings. They were 1 out away from winning.
Yeah, and they choked it. That's what I'm saying. They literally choked it. They had it.
Yeah, and then they drove a
choked.
Corvette onto the field because they named David Freese the MVP, and so they just drove a Corvette onto the field and gave it to him.
Really?
I'd be pissed if I were a lawnkeeper, like a groundskeeper for a stadium or something like that, and they bring a car onto the field.
Yeah, especially one with like lots of horsepower, man.
I don't think the horsepower matters. I think the weight does, and the fact that you're rolling it over the grass. which probably destroys it to an extent.
Yeah.
Seth, you
I
want
don't
to
know.
chime in? Because I know you used to be part of a lawn company, so you've got some experience in that.
I don't think Seth can go for it.
I don't feel like it would mess it up. Consistently doing it would, or if it was extremely wet, which they wouldn't be playing if it was extremely wet. But if like consistently drove on, it'd mess it up at one time, and if they're not doing burnouts and shit.
You didn't see him do
Yeah,
burnouts on the field?
I didn't watch
Yeah,
the
he was over at
MLB
second
ever
base
in
doing
my
a
life.
burnout.
He did not, for real?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see any of this. I'm disappointed.
I don't get paid enough to watch baseball.
Apparently, I missed one of the greatest, most adrenaline-inducing experiences ever, watching somebody burn out on a baseball field, which was probably by far the coolest thing that baseball's ever done. So, okay, all right, I'm gonna stop hating.
A lot of pitchers burn out.
Usually, I just go to a baseball game to drink and chill with the friends, and be disappointed with how lame the game is when they score one run each. Yeah. I swear to God, I have like the worst luck when it comes to going to professional like sporting events. It's like every time they're lame. Now, when I've gone to some college games, and those have actually all been like pretty good and exciting. I got to see OU get swept when they were ranked 6th in the nation against
They get
Texas
beat by
Tech,
the
and that was
Youngstown
really
Raiders.
fun. Yeah, that was really fun to be part of. But every time I go to like professional games, like I went and saw the Stars play one time. It wasn't that exciting.
Did they beat the Predators?
I can't remember who they played, to be honest with you. It's been so long. It was like a free game we got to go. I've been to the Rangers like 4 times, every single time. Dude, I remember one year, this is gonna I shouldn't even talk about it, but they gave us this bingo card, and like if people got certain things, you could fill out the bingo thing. But the game was literally 1-1. And it was so lame that like you couldn't even fill the bingo card out because like nothing happened in the game. So like all the different things they had, like none of it happened. It's like people getting out off of a fly out every single bat, or getting struck out every time. It was like, this is so stupid.
What was the prize? Do you remember if you had got
It
bingo?
was something dumb, but it was like something, okay, cool. We're gonna play bingo while watching the game. I'm excited. Maybe I'll win this koozie, premier koozie signed by Alex Rodriguez or something. I can't remember who was playing at the time.
Well, this was almost 20 years ago.
It was a long time ago, yeah. It was when
you-
I was in high school, so I think it was when I think Seth was there too, honestly. I think we did it. We went for like it was like our basketball team. And
do that.
we got free tickets for some reason, so we all went to the baseball game, and it was kind of cool, but it was really boring. And then they finally, like, they tied, right? So it went to 11 innings because they couldn't score in the 10th inning. And then it went to the 11th inning, and then finally one team scored 1 run. And I think it was a home run. And that was the most exciting part of the whole game, was a home run. 4 hours in.
So what you're telling me was a walk-off. It's a
Yeah.
pretty exciting way to end the game.
I guess for it being so boring, like the end was cool, but it was like, do I want to spend 4 hours to get this
Did
again?
they do the fireworks at the end?
I don't remember, dude. It's been too long.
Okay. Yeah, usually they do that if I think that's a walk-off to end the game. They do fireworks, but, obviously if the Rangers lose to a walk-off, I don't think they...
I honestly don't remember if the Rangers actually won or if it was the other team that won.
At the point in that game, I feel like they would have done fireworks anyways, just to celebrate the ending.
They're like, thank God!
It's over.
We can all go home! That's the other thing that's funny about baseball is that they like play each other like 4 times in a row. So it's like you have like this game, and then the next day you play again. See, that's why I'm saying. That's why I say that baseball isn't a sport. You shouldn't be able to play the same team 4 times back to back to back, day after day after
Back
day. Yeah.
after day.
If it's a real sport where you're having to be, no, it's a lame. You couldn't play a hockey game back to back to back, right?
Good if you wanted to kill yourself.
You know, like 3-day weekend, and so you play 3 games in a weekend. That doesn't make sense. And they last like 3 hours. You're telling me I can play a physically demanding sport for 3 hours, 3 days in a
Professional
row,
level, maybe.
and not just be burnt out? Sus.
All you gotta do is occasionally run in baseball. You don't
That's
have to be
why
fast
that's
at
why
it.
esports doesn't count as a sport, because they could play every day and wouldn't have an issue. It's just wrong.
Their eyes would start to hurt, and they might get headaches.
That's
Speaking of-
actually true though.
How
I've
is
had
the,
that happen playing too much.
How's the tournament going, Seth?
Like shit. Going really bad.
No, you guys were doing good the first week. What happened?
We are like, okay, so first week we did all right, but we lost by like 3 points. Second week we played a man down, and so that was just tough, but we lost by 7 points, so we almost got them still with a 1-man down.
Wait, how'd you play a man down?
Like we're allowed to have our 4 players and 1 sub, and another person could not make it, so we had to play 3 in a game of 4. Then the last week, or yeah, the one that just passed on Thursday, we had the worst luck ever. Like, I mean, we went somewhere that doesn't usually have anybody, and 4 squads landed there. We ended up getting out, but it just we lost 3 people. But 1 person got out and bought us back, but we were just like in a really bad spot after that. No money, no loot. I got shot out of the sky from across the entire map. Like, probably could have put it in for cheating, because he literally bursted me once with a LMG and killed me across.
No
the
way.
That was me.
Yep. Yep.
That was you? Oh wow.
And
I was hacking. Yeah, I was.
And in that
Okay.
very same game, we were almost top 10, which is the points that we needed to win. And our one guy was in the air flying and gets just shot out of the air like that, like just flying, and all of a sudden he's dead. Like, that was how the games went last week. But we played really well. We just got into a lot of bad situations. So it is not.
Did any
great.
teams pop off last week and just do like
Yeah.
insanely good?
Yeah.
Or
One team got 100 and some points.
God, was it that same team that I saw? I think it was week 1. Can't remember
Kissy,
what their name was.
T-Buck.
No, that guy did good too, but I think they only
it
scored
was
like
them.
120.
It was
Oh,
them.
okay. Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
At least the Seabuck guy was really good. I didn't see the other teammates play as much, but he was like
No,
real good
two
call.
of them on that team are good, but yeah, it's been.
But
rough,
he's cheating. He's using auto aim.
of course.
So yeah, he's got aim assist on his controller. So I mean, how good is he really?
Fair
No,
question.
he's
But
pretty
I also don't
freaking
know if
good.
he's.
I watched him play. He's good. Really good aiming. There was this girl that I saw playing, and she was like super good too. I can't remember her name. And she was using throwing knives to like get her downs. So she would like knock them and then just like instantly throwing knife. Damn, I can't remember her name though. I don't know. There's too many people's names, right? Because like each person has a different name, and then half of them are streamers. Because at least one person has to be a streamer, and then the other people technically don't have to be. But some of them have multiple people that are streaming. Some of them only have one person, but they'll hop between all the different screens. I hope to God though, Seth, please tell me that you guys are not losing to the SpongeBob team. Okay. As long as you've done that, you're all right.
See, our record is 0-3, but our points are relatively good. So we're at the top of the losers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Word.
we have more points than a lot of teams that have way better records than us. We just aren't winning, coming
So
up
you're
like
the
a
best,
couple
worst.
points short every time. Yep, top notch scrubs.
Nice.
Man, that sucks. So, is there any other teams that have lost every
Yeah.
game like you? Okay. So you're not the only ones.
Nope.
And how many more weeks do you have left before the tournament?
3 more. So,
So if you win
we can
3
go-
weeks
we can
consecutive
go 3-3. That's our best.
and get into the middle of the pack, that's what you want to do. That's
Yeah,
your
I mean,
goal,
I'm
is to
okay
get
with the
into the middle of the pack.
But we
You
gotta
don't
win
want to
that
be the
stretch.
bottom team and get stuck playing against Seabuck right off the bat. You want
Yeah, you
to
do,
make them
because
go
that
through
way-
attrition. No, you want
No.
to make them go through attrition.
See,
Listen, we're not doing an
No.
honor thing. You don't want to face the best team right off the bat.
Yeah, you do, and then you beat them. That way
Oh
you've
my
asserted
God.
your-
Yeah,
you have
I mean,
asserted your
so,
dominance,
since
and
the
everyone
odds of
knows
anyone
not to mess with you.
the odds of anyone in this tournament like watching this, I can go ahead and tell you we're throwing games on purpose.
Okay.
We're trying to get in the bottom, and so we can come out and upset the number one team like immediately.
Word.
And just like, I mean, I'm not talking about upset. Like they're gonna score like 150 and be super proud of it, and we'll come out with like 200 something point. Right.
Damn.
151 points.
Respect.
Yeah,
Hey, that would actually be funny as hell if somebody did that and was actually was just fragging out, and then they would just play and do okay and make little stupid mistakes to get their whole squad wiped every time, and they're like, dude, we're just getting so unlucky, this is just crazy. And then they go into the final week and all of a sudden they're just fragging out and everybody's getting 18 kills and just whomping on everybody in the lobby. I think that would be pretty funny, but you'd probably get accused of hacking or something.
Yeah.
I feel like people would get pretty salty.
The thing is, though,
Yeah.
you got to just time your games to where you finish last every time, and so you know their points, and then you intentionally get 1 point, 1 point better than them every time. So each round, you see what they finished their first game with, you get 1 point better. Next round, 1 point better. How you doing?
Hey, it's like I was doing in throwing axes last night.
You were
Just
cheating.
1 point better than Zach. 1 point better. 1 point better.
Well, you were cheating last night, so that's what it is.
We went and this is 2 weekends in a row that we've gone and done throwing axes. I highly recommend it if you get the chance. I'm sure there's some places out in DFW but it's pretty fun. It's real fun. Seth's gonna do a league.
Workout.
I'm thinking about doing it too, but I don't know. We'll see.
A league?
Yeah, you participate, you go and throw, I guess, once a week for 8 weeks or something like that, and then they have a final week where it's like a tournament and you play against people, and whoever wins that gets bragging rights, and then I think they also get to play for free the next league. So it's $100 something for 8 weeks. Because you have to use a lane, and there's all these people that will come and pay. I think it's $20 a person normally. So,
Okay.
and then while the league's going, you get half price if you want to come in and throw axes on an off day or something to practice. So it's $10 for an hour, which is really not that bad. So I'm probably gonna do it too. Seth, dude, he bought an axe though, so now I feel like I'm gonna get whomped on because I'm just gonna use this basic little lame ass axe, and every week,
the one they give you.
yeah.
The problem is you don't each lane has different axes, so it's
Yeah.
just inconsistency. So
Wait, the Y or X?
Eh.
What kind of axes? Y or X?
Really?
don't respond to math jokes.
You did it smooth though. For a second, I was like, "What? Why? Oh, okay, I get it."
So each
Uh-huh.
lane, is it because it's range based? So you have varying degrees of how close the target is to you, or
Well, okay, there's double lanes that have two boards in a lane. And
are you
two
competing
people.
with somebody next to you, or are you going double handed?
No, you're competing
Without a
against.
doubt, double-handed.
Okay, double-handed. Yeah, double-handed, and you have to throw them at the same time and try to hit bullseye on both targets.
That's
I've
impressive.
done it 8 times already, so I'm basically a god.
Damn.
I'll send you a video, a slow-mo video of me doing it. Yeah. No, I have not done that. But we do. It's like you have 2 boards, and then you'll have 2 different teams, and like it's more like a group thing, and people will like compete. You play like games and stuff. It's actually pretty fun. We did it with a big group the first time, and then last time there was only 4 of us, so we just used one lane and had one target.
And you
But
said
if
different axes are used. Is it like weights, like weighted axes? Or...
Yeah, there's like different levels of weight and balance. And like if you buy like an actual axe that's your personal axe, it's not going to get used as much, and people that are bad aren't going to mess your axe up and stuff, because that can happen too when they don't throw it right and it bounces all over the place and hits it'll chip and all sorts of stuff.
Wait, so
Um,
you're telling me if the 3 of us were to go and Seth were to bring his axe,
yeah, he would whoop you.
there is a chance that a random person we do not know will use his personal throwing
No.
axe? Okay.
Nobody.
No.
No.
No, but the axes that they give you, right? Just everybody uses them.
Anyone
So
can come in and use them. So they're all sorts of dinged up, and you might have been on this lane using these axes, and the next time you're on this lane using these axes, slightly different.
and they're roughly the same, but they are a little bit different. They feel different. They have a little bit different grips on some of them. So theoretically, if you could get the same axe every week, you might not be able to do as good as somebody that uses the same exact awesome axe that they bought for themselves. But you can at least, I feel like you could probably stay pretty pretty good. But it's just
What you're
hard
telling me
because
is
there's like
Patrick.
4 or 5 different 4 lanes. Is there 4 lanes?
5.
But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 targets. So there's a chance that you're not going to be able to find the same axe that you used last week if you just
Well,
go
the
in and
easiest way
use
to
it.
do that is you have to mark it in a way that only you know how to look for the mark.
It's pretty easy to do that, but I'm just like, I guess you could probably be like, yo, dude, can I use it? But what if that's their axe and they want to use it? Are you going to fight over axes? I mean, I'd do it. Be like, tab axes, let's go.
Hey, the Axis fought the Allies, man.
Yeah. My God. That's 2 lame jokes. There's got to be some sort of penalty if he reaches a certain threshold on episode.
I'll
Seth,
mute him.
2 questions. 1, how much was the axe? And 2, do you wear gloves?
Yes and yes.
Depends what I'm using the axe for, I guess. But also the axe was like $100.
Yeah.
But
Did
no,
you say
I
just
don't
give
wear
me
gloves.
your basic axe whenever you went to buy one, or did you?
Oh no, he bought like a really nice one, so you could probably get a
And
basic one
yeah,
for
I mean, you
cheap.
can get them for like $40. But
Yeah.
but
What about like a fire?
I
axe? How much are
researched
those?
some stuff. I looked up a bunch of reviews.
Yeah. He was trying to buy the one that he used. That this one of the girls there has like a really nice axe that like she throws with. And apparently she's really good. And
Wait, Pat, you said she has a nice ass.
a
Okay.
nice axe.
I'll mute him now.
We just gotta mute him for days today. And he used that, and then last night he sucked because he didn't get to use it.
Really bad.
So
The
he
weights
got
were
too
so
used to
different,
using.
yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't use that. I was just using the plain one. So once I got into my mojo, I actually started throwing okay. But my sister and her boyfriend were. Zach actually ended up starting to do really good by the end of it. And Taryn, she was like off and on. She struggled to figure out how to get the axe head to land into the board every time. Because that's half the battle. You have to like throw it and get it to rotate correctly to where it'll hit with the axe head going into the surface. So sometimes if you over rotate it or under rotate it, right, it's going to hit the handle or the top of the axe or the wrong way upside down and just bounce off the board. So,
Do you wear gloves, Seth?
yes, he has these really he wears latex gloves every time, and then he has his mask on to be extra safe in case like there's COVID there.
That's what the axe is for. The axe itself is used to fend off COVID, right?
And an
If you're a
apron,
good
which
enough
people
throw.
give him a weird look when he's wearing the apron and the gloves and the mask and everything. But it's like, you know, he only kills a person a day, so you don't have to worry too much. I mean, what?
Oh, I thought his nickname was the Surgeon because of how precise his axe throws are.
Yep, the surgeon.
Yep.
uh,
Yep. That's why.
So, do you throw the axe with one hand? Can you do like an overhead?
you can do
throw?
both, and both are good. It just depends on. I saw a guy that was really accurate. That he was like on the TV throwing it, and he was doing overhead with both hands. But
Do
a
you have
lot of
enough
people,
space like above you to throw it
yeah,
overhead?
yes. I mean, the axe. Okay, if you're thinking about axes, it's not like a fireman's axe where it's like 4 feet long.
What
These
if
are
you want to throw a
they're
fireman's axe?
only maybe
They do
about
have big axe throwing. Too.
really.
Yeah, that's what that red line is for. On the floor, you have to throw from the
What?
red line if you're using a big axe. But I still don't think it's as big as like a fireman's axe. But it is just longer handle.
What if you
bigger head.
want a fireman's axe? Can you throw those?
I'm sure you can, but probably not at a place.
Yeah, because I feel like an axe that big would destroy those boards.
Oh yeah.
Like hardcore. You would wreck them. I mean, even me, you know, like sometimes if I throw it right and get it to rotate right, like it goes deep in that wood. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's hard to, I don't know. It's weird. Like sometimes it just seems like it makes it so much farther in the wood, and other times it's like easy to pull out. So I guess it's like I'm not throwing it the same strength wise or something. Putting a little more umph in it once in a while. There was this dude next to us last night, and that dude was like throwing it like a fastball. I'm like,
he's trying to kill the board. It was hilarious.
Was he accurate?
He actually got the yeah.
He
That
stuck
was
it
what
quite
was
a
even
bit,
more
but
impressive.
You could tell that our axe coach or whatever was not happy with how fast he was throwing it.
But you'll have a coach.
Yeah, have a coach. Like so they'll sit there and like walk you through the games and coach you on if you're doing things wrong.
Is the coach extra or is he included?
But you can say, hey, go away if you want. Like if you're just like, I got this.
I would imagine though, to throw a fireman's axe accurately, you would have to have a lot of upper body strength because those things are heavy.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Now,
I'm gonna start working out.
Do they have an option for throwing knives?
Yes, actually.
Yes,
but not for
no. That's only for like the workers can do it, but the public cannot. Or people in the league, they can do it too, but public cannot.
Why is that?
They don't trust.
I
people
guess
with knives.
they're more dangerous. I feel like it has partially to do with the fact that I bet you they rebound a lot worse. The knives do because they're so much lighter. So if you don't throw them right, they can hop back pretty far, and you could actually you have a pretty good chance of accidentally hitting it wrong, and it flies back hard enough you could stick yourself with it or something, or somebody else, because they have chain link fences, right? So an axe never gonna make it through. Depending on the knife, it could technically make it through if you got really unlucky. It could technically make it through the chain links in areas.
Have y'all seen people throw knives there?
Mm-mm. No. They do have a lane that has a marking. It's the single lane for people that go to use throwing knives. So it's apparently something that people do, but they don't allow just regular people that come in to do it. I feel like if you went there all the time, you eventually would get notoriety enough, and I bet you they would let you do stuff like that. But people that just just random people, they're not going to.
Yeah, but you want the good kind of notoriety, not the guy that brings his fireman axe and can't throw.
Or is like, trying to do trick shots and throw it under their legs and stuff, and it's like, and then they accidentally throw the axe the wrong way, and so you have to be like responsible. It's like throw your axe responsibly. Yeah.
And they make you sign a waiver every time, so like, yeah.
I used to be an
if you hurt
adventurer
yourself,
like
you
you,
hurt
and then I
yourself.
took an axe to the knee.
You said if you hurt yourself, you hurt yourself.
Nope,
Yeah.
on you.
That was like a waiver you guys have to sign before you start throwing.
Every single time.
They don't even keep that shit on file.
So if you impale your friend, they are not held liable. So go with somebody that you trust, I guess.
Or stand behind them.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's, I just feel like there's somebody that at some point is going to find a way to like hurl the axe backwards. I just feel it. Eventually, it might take years. There's going to be somebody that's like so uncoordinated that they're like going to let the axe go too early or something, and it's going to like go up in the air and hit the ceiling and then just come down and like knock them on the head. That would be.
Have you seen anyone try to underhand the axe?
No,
You're not allowed
actually.
to do that either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could try it if you wanted, but it also might be your last throw.
Yeah, probably be your last throw because they do pay attention. But it's pretty cool because there's like the one that we go to, there's like a little restaurant up there that's like it's not part of the Murfreesboro Axe. It's like its own thing, but you can order food from there and they'll bring it to you. And then they have like a bar also. So you can get drunk and throw axes. Even better.
Nice.
Extremely safe.
When I'm thinking underhand, I'm thinking like a professional softball pitcher. Like the wind up and under. Yeah. No. Okay.
No. Definitely not going to let you do that. I could see. Oh man,
that's how you hit the guy behind you.
And I just don't understand how it happened. It just doesn't make any sense. They're on channel 8's WFAB, and they're like, I just don't understand how it happened, and they're like, oh gosh, this is why you need to be careful when you're throwing axes.
Dangerous.
Jeez.
So next, I'll start carrying one with me. Instead of having an open carry with a gun, I'm gonna wear my axe everywhere. And I'll just be like, yeah, I'm a throwing axe pro. I can kill
Just
anybody.
hope that if you need it, there's only one person you need.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I guess Texas has instituted constitutional carry.
What does that mean?
It's not fully in place yet. Yeah.
No.
Tennessee's doing it too.
What is it going to mean?
It's basically the same thing as like an LTC, but you're no longer required to have a license, right?
Carry a gun.
Hell yeah.
Fine, it's restrictions. I mean, like felons still aren't but less likely to get stopped. Yes.
So then I guess the only difference then would be paying the money to own the LTC and then having the class on how to properly handle a firearm and get some range time, right?
Yeah, so they're just taking away, proof that you know how to handle a firearm, which I'm not a fan of it. Make a lot of people mad about it probably, but I'm not a fan of it because the requirements to get a license are necessary and also easy to do. Like you gotta take the class, which you gotta find the time for the class, but everything else is just super easy. It costs a little bit of money, but it also verifies. Like I know everyone who is carrying, is mentally stable, not a felon, has passed multiple background checks. Like, and now it's just like you see someone carrying a gun, and they might be as dangerous as someone
because they may have never fired it in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, I always dreamed of living in the Wild West, and it's back, boys. It's back.
It's almost here. We just need to be able
And
to
we're
shoot
gonna
people
we're
for
gonna start
anything.
having duels outside of bars now.
For anything.
Having duels outside of bars now,
Yep.
with slights and who can quick draw the fastest, and get the
What
other
if you what
guy.
if you want
It's
to
gonna
what
be
if you want to duel
dope,
with an
dude.
axe though?
Oh, I'm gonna underhand throw an
a
axe
severe
and get him right in
disadvantage.
the jaw, and he's just gonna be done.
Severe disadvantage against a gun, though. You
No,
might
no,
get your
no.
axe off, but his bullet will beat you.
No, you use the axe head to deflect the bullet.
Well, Viking gentlemen, we only use axes when we're doing our little duels. Yeah, you're not allowed to use a gun. That would be that's not a warrior's way. Yeah,
Yeah, it's unhonorable.
yeah, it's
I'm all
unhonorable.
about the Indiana Jones.
And the longer your beard is, the more honorable you must be. So it's you guys just need to like get on with it, If you want, you can do like a great axe duel where you're not throwing it at each other. And just see who can best the other person.
Oh, like a two-handed axe, like a double edge.
Yep. And then you can also do like axe and board, so like shield and axe. It's really how you want to do it, how you want to kill your friend because they slighted you. We're all about giving an equal footing, so everybody gets a chance.
No, equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity, exactly.
Everyone deserves the right to defend their honor with an
Yeah,
axe.
exactly. And it's true skillsmanship instead of just guns where it's like whoever has the better reaction and aim, that's it. You have to have some like physical prowess. It's gonna catch on, I swear to God. We just have to do enough work. Just imagine living back in the day though, when like, Seth pissed me off and I'm like, Seth, buddy,
It's go
all right,
time.
you're meeting me at the church off of Main Street and Broad at 12 at night with your buddy, and I'll bring my buddy, and we'll have our little referee, and we're just going to have a little pop-off because you said my sister was a hoe, and that is not allowed. So now let's go.
Well, I mean,
I feel like people would be a lot more careful with their words, though.
if you want that,
you know what I'm saying?
I think the terminology I think you're looking for is at sundown.
Sundown or high noon.
High noon,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Only times you're supposed to fight, but also, I would totally destroy you. So I mean, if that's what you want to do.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like maybe they should institute something like that, because then it's like, all these trolls online that are just like completely rude and disrespectful. Now it's like, nah, bro, you gonna go duel me? If you don't want to duel me, well then don't say stupid stuff that you can't back up.
Well, how are you gonna make them duel you? That's the point of a keyboard warrior.
Listen,
his keyboard versus Patrick's axe.
Sure, if you can find him, but he's sitting in his mom's basement typing all this mean stuff.
he's carrying his keyboard, and I'm like, just pieces of plastic flying everywhere.
So, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
You're the guy that has to go and clean up after.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather be the guy that cleans up the axe battle, or the guy that has to clean up the guy that was shot?
The axe battle.
You want to be that guy?
Yeah, because you can charge more for fees because it would take longer. It's about money, guys. I'm not doing this for free. I'd be like, yo, my services, I can clean up any death, but the more gruesome it is, longer it's gonna take, bud. So
yeah, because you're the severed arms and maybe a head.
Yeah. If there's blood and all over the place, splatters everywhere, that's gonna take a significant amount of time to clean up properly. And not to mention the hazardous waste part of it, and disposing of the blood properly, and making sure that people don't get sick with anything like that.
If it's the Wild West, I don't think there's any way to dispose of the blood properly. I think they just dragged him away and then dug a ditch
Put
and
some
tossed
dirt
him
on
in it.
top of the blood.
Yeah.
Well, it's the new Wild West, so it's in modern day. We're a little bit more civilized.
We also don't live in the West here, so
Neither of us do.
No,
Oh,
take it back.
We're in the civilized East. Thank you.
We're in the civilized East. If you go across the Great Plains, though, then you're like starting to get into that madness over there. So just don't go over there, and you should be fine. Um, yeah, no, I definitely would want to clean it up because then you could charge more, and I think monetarily it would be smarter.
Who are you charging though? The guy that's dead?
The guy who wins, he has to pay for it.
No, I think he
Yeah,
duels
because
you
he
then.
defended his honor, but honor comes at a price.
Yeah,
Okay.
and now he's dueling you, and he just smoked that guy. You think you stand a
Or
chance?
okay, fine. You charge the family of the guy that got killed because he was dishonored. Well, they still have to pay for him to get buried, cleaned up, and all that. Or I'm just gonna leave him there and he can roast in the sun.
Maybe he was dishonored and disowned, so he doesn't have a family.
Well, it's like uninsured drivers. Sorry, bud, I'm not helping you.
So,
Yeah, I don't get paid for it. I'm not doing it.
but that's your
I'll
job.
leave that to the firefighters and the EMTs that respond to it. Okay, they get paid by the city, so that's their problem, not mine.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait,
So when it came to
you
Call
think
of
I'm
Duty, you
wrong
guys
about that?
prefer the throwing knife or the throwing axe?
But
When it came to
Um,
Call of Duty games.
I like the throwing axes.
I tomahawked way better.
Yeah, the tomahawk was I don't know. I just liked the way it threw, the way it felt when you threw it,
The arc.
and the arc.
I like the
Like
whistle
it had one that
engineer.
you could actually time and it like made sense. Like I feel like a lot of the knives, and like the ballistic knives and stuff, they just shoot so fast. Like it's very hard to like learn how to aim them depending on like how close and far away people are. But with the axe, it felt like, as you threw it more and more, you started getting an idea of like, okay, this guy's 23 feet away, or this guy's this distance away. I need to put a little bit of trajectory and I need to aim it a little bit higher because I kind of know what it's going to be. I just felt like it, you know, yeah. So I love that tomahawk. Had some of the best times playing Sticks and Stones.
Oh, I liked Insertion and Destroy when you get the random tomahawk at the beginning of the map.
Yeah, everybody tried that.
I had this one guy who was like a friend of a friend, and he was talking about how just great he was with tomahawks in Black Ops 3.
Mhm.
And so like my friend was like, "Oh yes, that's pretty good." But then he's like, "Oh, I want to 1v1 him." I'm like, "Okay." I destroyed him. It was hilarious, like super hilarious. I did a wall bank to kill him with the last one. It was just great. But yeah. I
Yeah,
love the
wall
tomahawks.
banks. Hey, we used to play it all the time. All the time. And we would go in as a party and play against each other, and then like it would fill in random people. And I don't know. I just thought that game mode was just so fun. And you could reset people. You reset their points every time you tomahawked them. So it was like even more, it was even greater because it was like, you'd have all these people trying to like win by getting the most points, and you're just over there just ruining their day.
Yeah.
Some dude would be hitting crossbow hits left and right, have like 1,000 points, and then you just be like, "Waching, bye bye,
And
come
the
back."
Best games when we ended with everyone at 0 and one person at 5. They hit that last second tomahawk. Waste.
Yeah, I had a game where I got 23 tomahawks in one game, and I had it recorded at one point, but it deleted it. I guess I wasn't on enough, and so, damn Microsoft.
Yeah,
Hey,
you always be that guy that goes around in gun game, and you troll just by knifing people.
Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
send him back.
And that's fun. It's
just
kind of
wrong.
fun to do that to people.
Yeah, I miss Black Ops 1. I think had the best because I had them all, except for the that mode that Modern Warfare 3 had. What was it called? All or Nothing, or it was the one
Yeah.
like where you'd start with nothing, and then when you get a kill, you start getting perks.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. Because you start with the
Um,
handgun with no
and
bullets.
I liked One in the Chamber the best.
Well, what was that one that it was like infected or whatever? And you would have one person or like two people, and then everybody in the lobby would get put with a random gun, and you would try and like survive as long as possible. And the enemy team had tomahawks and knifing, and they could run around, and they had tack inserts, and so they could run around trying to kill you, and everybody would try. And if you could get a Moab, then I think you won the game.
Yeah, I think
What
it
was
was
that
the same though
called?
with the perks.
I remember
Yeah.
what it was called.
And like when you got kills, you got perks too. Yeah, so I think that was in
MW3 had that.
was that MW3? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah. That was a pretty fun game type too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Just like you always, I don't know. But I still like playing the regular game more. Those are just fun little breaks. It's like I'm just sweated out for the day and I need something to take my time up and get me off of raging because people keep ruining my kill streaks or whatever. But I don't really rage that much. Honestly, Seth
I don't play
rages more than me now.
I don't play those run and gun kind of games anymore.
Yeah. I stick to single player most of the time. I don't know. My reactions just aren't what they used to be. And it's just, I don't know. A lot of that.
All right, Boomer.
Well, hey, I just,
It's
you know.
okay, Boomer. If you're gonna say it right.
Okay, Boomer.
You know, I haven't touched a Call of Duty or a Halo or anything in years, and so.
I mean,
Yeah, I haven't touched them in years either because they make them digital now, so you don't have to have a physical copy. So
Nice.
I haven't touched them in quite a while.
Yeah. Hey, what are you talking about? You don't do the run and gun. You play games like that all the time, Seth.
I don't play any run and gun.
Apex?
Not a run and gun. It's a BR.
Nah, it's still kind of run and gun. I suck at that because my.
It's you know what though? The problem is that run and guns, they just didn't ever change anything. And not in a good way when they did. So it just died out, you know? I like
the same.
BRs, but they piss me off a lot of times too. I feel like they're less skill based because of the
Randomness?
disparity in loot and stuff. Yeah. But they're the high you get when you win, like the feeling of accomplishment, you feel more in a BR than you do if you just win a random like lobby of team deathmatch or whatever. So that's why people play it because they.
I don't know. Greatest feeling is clutching it on Search and Destroy your last man standing against a full
Greatest
team.
It is
feeling
pretty good.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner popping across your screen.
Mm.
Greatest feeling ever.
I don't know what that is.
No.
That's
Because
PUBG win.
that is the worst. No, okay, that's the worst BR in my
I
opinion.
hated that game. I also never got a chicken dinner, so.
Yeah, I got close a couple times, but I just didn't enjoy playing it. So, but you know what? It was like one of those that got created that gave other people the idea, and then they implemented the idea way better. So we can say thank you to PUBG for
PUBG
being
did
one of the
not
first people
start
to
the
really.
idea.
Yeah, I know. It was. I think it was Daisy or H1Z1, one of the two. Yeah. So it's like we appreciate it, but your game sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of fun. I really like to decide like if that pixel's a person shooting at me or a bush. Just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, especially when it was hyped up for the Xbox One X and how it was launched alongside that, and how Microsoft had said, "Oh yeah, don't worry, guys, we can handle it."
Yep.
It didn't
Yeah,
work.
That's one of the most.
I mean-
that's one of the most poorly optimized games I think.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I played like maybe 20 matches. I have never won a gunfight. I'm pretty sure, and most of the time, like my teammates are like, they're like, "Oh, he's over there." I'm like, and I just like don't see him. I'm like, I literally don't see anybody, but I got shot from that general direction. Like, I just could not pick people out. That it was just so bad on the graphics.
Yeah, a game that was
And-
poorly optimized for everything but the top of the line.
Not to mention the
$10,000 PCs.
handling, like the feel of the guns and everything. Like if you played, like I played so much COD, you know, before that when I went and played PUBG, it felt like I was playing a game that was like 10 years behind.
Oh,
You know,
pretty much
that's
was.
what that
Yes.
was my biggest thing with it. It wasn't even that, like, yeah, the graphics weren't the greatest or whatever, but like it just felt clunky. Like it didn't feel smooth. So even when they came out with, what was it, Blackout, that wasn't that awesome, it still felt better than PUBG.
Yeah.
And then when they came out with Fortnite, it was third person, and so it was, but it still felt smooth. Like the whole time it felt smooth. The gameplay felt smooth when you were doing it, even when it was glitchy. But PUBG felt like clunky. Like, I don't know. You just felt awkward.
If you can't slide, cancel. I don't want to play it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Slide cancel. Oh god. To get that extra millisecond of time, it's the difference between
Matters.
getting there.
Matters.
Yeah.
That's how you win a gunfight.
Every quarter second matters.
Oh god. Well, is this a wrap, guys?
Yep.
Tis a wrap, I think. Who's dropping the
so.
beat?
I can't think of anything right now. I'm sorry.
No beat.
No beat.
All right,
All
guys.
right.
That's it for episode of the Talking Guys. We'll see you all next week.
Have a good one.
Peace.